important. In before chapter we have seen, that is respiration and circulation, how there is a correlation between these two systems. So there are many systems in our body that correlate with each other, and there is the coordination also to do the work efficiently. Mataya, there are so many systems in the body, and all these systems are coordinated and controlled by the master system that we call it as nervous system. So nervous system, the brain is main controlling organ. So we are going to see the evolution of gradual evolution of the nervous system. So what is the evolution? So evolution means the successive event that takes place in the development of living organism. This gradual successive event that takes place in living organism, okay, that is the evolution. To study this evolution, we have seen last year in the 11th standard, the chapter Kingdom Animalia. In Kingdom Animalia, we have seen the animals, that is from the complete animal series, from Porifera to the higher animal, Porifera, Coelenterata, like this. Okay, so evolution we have seen in these chapter. So nervous system and the human brain, that is the most significant event in the development of living organism. That is next, that is the evolution of the nervous system. There are the two types of the nervous system, that is diffuse nervous system and centralized nervous system. So the example of the diffuse nervous system is the hydra. This is the most important animal. This is the basic example of the coelenterate. So we are going to see the difference between diffuse nervous system and centralized nervous system. Nervous system, it is evolved from diffuse nervous system to centralized nervous system, because nervous system is the master system which control and coordinates all other systems of our body. So first of all, the animals we have seen in the animal kingdom, from Porifera to, that is the higher animals, mammals. In that series, we have seen how the evolution has taken place. First, there were the cell grade organization. Then later on, that is the tissue level organization, organ, and then the system level organization, it was there. तर आता आपण बघतोय हे नर्वस सिस्टीम, ही नर्वस सिस्टीम कशा पद्धतीने डेव्हलप झालेली आहे. So first nervous system, it was diffuse type. What do you mean by the diffuse type of the nervous system? The best example, it is hydra. In hydra, you can see that is the nervous system is diffuse type. Then that is the nervous system, it consists of sensory cells and nerve cells. There are no specific organs. Okay, just in the higher animals we have seen, that is the brain, spinal cord and other nerves. तर इथे आपण बघतो आहे की नर्वस सिस्टम, इट कन्सिस्ट ऑफ सेन्सरी सेल्स अँड नर्व सेल्स. हे जे कम्प्लिटली हायड्राचं जे स्ट्रक्चर तुम्हाला दिसतंय, इन दिस हायड्रा स्ट्रक्चर देर आर व्हॉट कम्प्लिटली सेन्सरी सेल्स. Here there are the sensory cells, and this is the complete nerve cells forming the nerve net. Then next, that is nerve cells form this nerve net in the form of net. These nerve cells are interconnected with each other throughout the body. Nerve cells form the nerve net. Two nerve nets are there. आता ही जी हे आहे बॉडी आहे, याच्या आतमधली जी कॅव्हिटी आपण त्याला म्हणतो, दॅट इज कॉल्ड व्हॉट, सिलेंटिरॉन. दॅट्स वाय द नेम सिलेंटिरॅटा. आता हा जो हायड्रा आहे, या हायड्रातली ही जी कॅव्हिटी आहे, बिकॉज द बॉडी कॅव्हिटी इट इज फॉर्म, दिस इज द स्पेशल फीचर ऑफ सिलेंटिरॅटा. दिस इज समवॉट टिश्यू ग्रेड ऑर्गनायझेशन. तर या हायड्रामध्ये ही जी कॅव्हिटी आहे इंटरनल, दॅट इज कॉल्ड सिलेंटिरॉन. आणि या सिलेंटिरॉन मध्ये there are, you see, two nerve nets. One is connected towards the epidermis, आणि आतला जो भाग आहे, that is the inner layer, that is called as the जे सिलेंटरॉन ची inner, that is the gastrodermis. So two nerve nets, one is connected towards the epidermis and other inside the gastrodermis. Then next, that is no sensory and motor neurons. Here no sensory and motor neuron in higher nervous system. In higher level organization, the nervous system has the sensory neuron, motor neuron and association neuron. there are the sense organ. Here no sensory and motor neuron because there are no sensory organs. So there is no sensory and the motor neurons. Now no polarity or direction. It means what? As these hydra, it does not have any sense organ. Okay, sense organ नसल्यामुळे काय होणार की there is no transfer of the messages that is in the form of sensory nerve or in the form of motor nerve. So no polarity or direction, it means any type of these nerve cells or sensory cell will get stimulated at any direction, at any point, and from where, at any point that there will be the stimulation, and from that the impulses, it is diffused throughout the body. That's why it is the diffuse nervous system. There is no sense organ, no sensory or the motor neuron, and that's why there is no any proper direction. जसं higher animals मध्ये आपण पाहतो की there are sense organ, for example eyes आहे, आणि आईज पासून जो सेन्स मेसेज जो आहे तो सेन्सरी नर्व थ्रू ब्रेन पर्यंत जातो, आणि ब्रेन कडून जो मेसेज आहे तो रिटर्न मध्ये जो मोटर न्यूरॉन थ्रू आईज पर्यंत रिटर्न सेन्स मसल्स ऑफ द आयला वापस मिळणार, म्हणजे सेन्स ऑर्गनला. द सेन्सरी न्यूरॉन इट कन्व्हे द मेसेज टू द ब्रेन. ब्रेन त्याला इंटरप्रिट करतो, आणि इंटरप्रिट केल्यानंतर तो जो काही मेसेज आहे तो रिटर्न जो त्या सेन्स ऑर्गनला मिळतो मोटर न्यूरॉन थ्रू. तर ही जी प्रोसेस आहे ती हायर एनिमल्स मध्ये होते बिकॉज देर आर सेन्स ऑर्गन्स. सो दॅट्स वाय देर इज द प्रॉपर डायरेक्शन that is from sense organ to the through the sensory nerve to brain interpret the message and give the reply, that is how what to do, so in the form of motor neuron. But here in case of the hydra there is no sensory organs, so sensory cells, so these are stimulated at any point, and the message it is conveyed in the any direction, so no proper direction it is there. Sensory cells are activated at any point. That's that we have seen just now. The sensory cell, these are activated at any point, and the impulse is diffused throughout the body. So next is nervous system in planaria. So nervous system in planaria, this is the second example after the Coelenterata. That is, we have seen the example of hydra. This is the basic example, and this is most having the value, practical value for the hydra for doing mini regeneration experiment. So hydra is the basic and well familiar example of Coelenterata. In that we have seen how the nervous system, it is in a diffuse manner because there are no any sense organ and proper sensory or motor neurons are formed. Now next is the example of next category after Coelenterata, it is coming, that is Platyhelminthes. And in Platyhelminthes the example is, well known example is planaria. So Platyhelminthes after Coelenterata, the next evolved phyla is Platyhelminthes. In Platyhelminthes, platy means flat and helminth means worm. So this is the flat worm, that is the name planaria. So flatworm, that is the name planaria. So we are going to see about the planaria, what type of the nervous system it is evolved in the next category. So nervous system is centralized. Centralized nervous system, it means here now the structure, that is the main brain or the sensory organs here are formed at some level, and there is the nervous system, it is centralized. So see the next point, central nervous system consists of cerebral ganglion, gives rise to 9 branches outside. Here you can see this animal. First try to understand, this is the anterior portion. This is the anterior means head portion of the animal, and this is called as the posterior portion. These are the two words, anterior and the posterior. So head region, that is called anterior region. So CNS consists of cerebral ganglion, gives rise to 9 branches. Cerebral, or again it is called as the cephalic. Cephalic means head region. In the cerebral region here, that is some ganglions are present. These are ganglion means nervous tissue. It gives rise to 9 branches outside. The next point, that is, and a pair of ventral nerve cord arises ventrally below the ganglia. This is the pair of ventral nerve cord. See what is from the below the ganglion. Here these ganglions are there, and this ganglion, it is forming a inverted U-shaped brain. इथे U-shape दिसतोय तुम्हाला structure. This inverted U-shaped brain, it is formed in case of the planaria, and from there these two branches you can see a pair, that is a pair of ventral nerve. It arises ventrally. This is the ventral side below the ganglia and interconnected in the form of what? That is in a ladder form. This is the ladder form. And these nerves are in a transverse nerves are there. This is. So this is in the form of ladder structure. Ventral nerve cord. These are the ventral nerve cord. Next. Peripheral nerve plexus arise laterally from BNC ventral nerve cord. Peripheral nerve plexus. This is you can see हे जे structure बाजूला दिसते ventral nerve cord च्या बाजूला हे जे small structure दिसते, this side laterally it means side. At this side, this small structure you can see that is called as the peripheral plexus. Now this, what is the role of peripheral plexus? This peripheral plexus arise laterally from BNC. Now these peripheral plexus means that collect the information or environmental stimuli, and in the form of sensory nerve it passes to this inverted brain, U-shaped brain or ganglia, cerebral ganglia. So the message from the outside environment, it is taken by these peripheral plexus and it is transferred in the form of sensory nerve. जशा पद्धतीने ट्रान्सफर करतात त्याच पद्धतीने इथे ट्रान्सफर message is conveyed to these cerebral ganglia, and cerebral ganglia interpret the message and gives the and convey, that is the again that the message is conveyed along with the motor neuron to the muscles of the this body of the animal, how to react and contract. These muscles contracts and makes the movement of these animals. So in this way sensory neuron also you can see and the motor neuron. So U-shape, inverted U-shaped brain you can see in the cerebral anterior portion, cerebral region. So this is the centralized, this is the example of centralized nerve system. The next one, photosensory structure is there. In photosensory structure, photo means light, that is the sense organ you can see here on the dorsal side. Here there are the eye spots are there, eyes present on dorsal side of the brain. On the dorsal side of the brain, these eye spots you can see, and these eye spots, this is the sensory organ. So in these animals, this is the nervous system. In the planaria, this is the second one example where the nervous system, it is centralized. First, the nervous system in case of the hydra we have seen, it is diffuse type because there was no sense organ, so no sensory nerve and no motor nerve. But here we have seen in case of the next phyla how the evolution has taken place, not proper brain. Here the brain, it is in the form of cerebral ganglion. Ganglion, this is the particular nervous tissue which acts as a brain. So here the small U-shape, inverted U-shaped brain, it is there, and this brain, it is that is working and properly maintaining the balance of the outer environment and the internal environment. And that also we can say the homeostasis, because the outer environment and the internal environment, that is from outer environment to internal environment, there are stimuli which is conveyed to the brain, and brain takes the action accordingly and maintain the complete optimum temperature of the body, optimum state of the body, that we say त्यालाच आपण म्हणतो होमिओस्टेसिस. तर प्लॅनेरिया मध्ये आपण पाहिलं की सेंट्रलाइज नर्वस सिस्टीम आहे, कारण की त्याच्यामध्ये सेन्स ऑर्गन आहे आणि मेनली इथे जे गँग्लियॉन आहे, इट इज वर्किंग जस्ट लाईक इट इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज अ प्रिमिटिव्ह ब्रेन. सो प्रिमिटिव्ह ब्रेन इट इज फॉर्म इन द प्लॅनेरिया, and here that is the ventral nerves arising from these ganglion, and from again that is that arranged in the form of ladder like structure, and these are, we can say these are the transverse nerves. And this the smaller structure you see laterally, that is the peripheral plexus. The peripheral plexus do the functions like peripheral nervous system in higher animals. तर हे जे peripheral plexus आहे, that takes the message from the outer environment and convey to the brain, and brain again interprets and give the message along with the motor neuron to the muscles of these animal, and muscles contracts and makes the movement of the body of the animal. तर या पद्धतीने हे आपण बघितलेलं आहे की कशा पद्धतीने इथे ब्रेन असल्यामुळे आणि हे जे नर्व्स आहे दॅट इज वर्किंग अकॉर्डिंगली, त्यामुळे ही जी सिस्टीम आहे ती कशी झालेली आहे, सेंट्रलाइज सिस्टीम झालेली आहे. So this is the gradual evolution. This is the example of gradual evolution of the nervous system. तर आपल्या टेक्स्टबुक मध्ये या दोन प्रकारे हे जे दोन फायलम आहेत, दॅट इज द सिलेंटिरेटा अँड देन प्लॅटीहेल्मिंथस. देन निमॅथेल्मिंथस ऑनवर्ड्स आपण पुढचे जे अॅनिमल्स पाहिलेले, आता हे जे इव्हॉल्युशन आहे याच्यामध्ये अजून म्हणजे चेंजेस होत होत, ग्रॅज्युअल चेंजेस होत होत. लास्टली द ह्युमन ब्रेन इज अ मोस्ट सिग्निफिकंट इव्हेंट विच इज अ कम्प्लिटली डेव्हलप हॅव्हिंग सो मेनी सेन्स ऑर्गन्स, आणि त्याच्याद्वारे सगळ्या प्रकारे इंटरप्रिटेशन होतं. बाहेरचे जे काही एन्व्हायरमेंट, आउटर एन्व्हायरमेंट जे आहे ते इंटरनल एन्व्हायरमेंटशी कनेक्ट होऊन वी कॅन टेक सो मेनी मेसेजेस फ्रॉम द आउटसाइड एन्व्हायरमेंट अँड मेंटेन द बॉडी. तर दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द नर्वस सिस्टम, that is the main controlling and the master system, how it is evolved.